A new commit for the Tennessee Vols. Carter Jamison. Yes, sir. He is headed to the Rocky Top. This is a major commitment, obviously, for the Vols. They've been no stranger if you look at the last few cycles of recruiting the state of Georgia. Now, what are you getting in terms of Carter Jamison? Vols fans that follow me, basically, the type of player you're getting is a very physical defensive back, a guy that could play at a high level, obviously great instincts, a guy that makes big-time plays, hits, all that good time stuff. And I got a chance to see him in the spring. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that was my second stop on my spring practice tour, being able to go see, obviously Carter in person. I didn't get a bunch of clips, but, one thing that stood out to me was the physicality, as I mentioned earlier in this video. Another thing is just, his ball skills. I think he makes plays as well. And to play for Creekside, man, they're just a different breed. Y'all seen my viral post on here about 20K views for Tavari Terrell. They did that the first day out, right? That was the first day of spring practice. This is what Creekside does. So you ain't got to ever worry about Jamison, being a non-physical player, avoiding contact, not want to go hit you in the mouth. That's Creekside all the way. Last year, he had 63 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 2 interceptions, and I think about 4 or 5 passes defense. So you're going to get a guy on the back end that can do a little bit of everything. It'll be interesting to see where they kind of slot him at, because he can play a bunch of different positions. He can play safety. He can play slot corner, nickel, dime, star. He can also play on the boundary as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do with him. But I think to be an elite cornerback at the next level, I really believe you have to know all 5 of the positions, right? You got to know, A, B, C, D, and all that good stuff. So, he's a guy that's going to be able to know how to do all that. And like I said, what you couple his ball instincts, or his ball skills, his instincts, his physicality, with obviously what they're doing at Tennessee and their DB coach, you're going to be set up for success. You're going to be able to do your thing. You're going to be able to take that next jump in your game. So again, for those, y'all know I covered Tennessee. Y'all know I covered the recruiting and all that good stuff. I'm telling y'all, I'm getting another dog. Similar to what I said last year when I got, obviously, Will Rejecki. You guys will see about him in a very short amount of time. You're getting the same kind of thing in Carter Jamison. So, Vol fans, I would say be excited. Yeah, so Vol fans, be excited. I think he's a guy that should see the field early. We've seen that, they always have guys on the field. You look at Tyler Redmond. Dylan Lewis is starting to make a little bit of hay. That came over from Milton. He's one of those as well, man. Well coached, good mannerisms, humble. You're getting all that coming, obviously, to Neyland Stadium. So, yeah, man, Tennessee continues to kill it. Don't be all, into the star ratings and all that, 3-star, all that. That stuff is important. But at the same time, man, if you can get a dog in a gym like this, it makes the big difference, and it takes it to another level. And again, he's a state champion, so this guy knows what it takes to get it done. This guy knows how to win, and he knows how to man a back end of a defense. So yeah, y'all boys gonna be straight for quite some time. Y'all doing a great job. I know you no longer have Willie Martinez, but y'all do a phenomenal job of recruiting the state of Georgia. Whatever it comes to, whether it's the running back, whether it's the defensive back, whether it is the cornerback position, tight end, y'all do a great job of recruiting the state of Georgia, and this is why Tennessee continues to be one of those programs you can never sleep on. So yeah, man, Carter Jamison eventually a Vol. I think a great pickup. I'm going to give this a B+ for the Vol Nation. I think you guys should be super, super excited.